Counting Earth's Biomes. In this book, we'll read about a world of biomes. Number 5 will be tundras. Number 4 will be grasslands. Number 3 will be deserts. Number 2 will be forests. Number 1 will be ocean. A cactus wren nests in a desert cactus. A zebra grazes on a grassy plain. A cougar crouches between thick trees in a forest. Deserts, grasslands, and forests are all biomes. So what is a biome? A biome is a type of area. It has a certain climate and look. Earth has land biomes and water biomes. Read along as we count down the 5 main biomes on Earth. We talked about what climate means. Climate is like the weather of a certain place. How much it rains, how hot it gets, that sort of thing. Home, sweet habitat. Habitats are found in biomes. Habitats are where plants and animals live. Those plants and animals form ecosystems. Some animals help plants. Some plants help animals. Each needs the other to live. Number 5, tundras. Biome number 5 is tundra. Brr. Tundra is a cold climate land biome. Tundras are found near Earth's poles, like the North Pole or Antarctica, which is the South Pole. Parts of Alaska are tundras. Most of Greenland is a tundra too. The tops of some tall mountains are also tundras. Areas of tundra have long winters and cool, short summers. This reindeer looks for grass and mushrooms to eat in tundra. So tundras are extremely cold and they have long, long winters and short summers. It is hard for trees to grow in tundras, but it is still home to many plants and animals. These species have adapted to the cold. Wolves roam in some part of tundra. Foxes and polar bears live there too. Many birds nest there during the summer. This is a freezing frog. Wood frogs live in tundras. In winter, the frogs freeze. Their hearts stop. Their blood does not flow. But in the spring, they thaw out and hop away. Wow, that's wild. Polar bears use their layers of fat and fur to stay warm in the freezing tundra. Number 4, grasslands. Birds rise out of the tall grass. Prairie flowers bloom. Bison graze. Welcome to the grasslands. This open space is next on our biome countdown. Grasslands have a mild climate. They are not very wet, but they're not very dry. Grasslands can get about 30 inches of rain per year. Huge secretary birds live in grasslands. They are over 4 feet tall. That's taller than most of you. Land of many names. If you are in North America, you will hear grasslands called prairies. Head south and they are called pampas. Africans have their own name for grasslands too. They call them savannas. And this is a bison. It weighs more than 1,000 pounds. You can't tell in this picture, but bison are very, very big. Grasslands and people. People use grasslands for farms. They clear out plants, they get rid of insects. These things change the ecosystem. Some grasslands have not been changed. The Serengeti is in Africa. It is still natural. Lions and zebras call it home. This Serengeti food pyramid shows what different animals eat. So the tawny eagle, hyenas, and cheetahs will eat mongooses, aardvarks, and pangolins. And those eat gazelles, wildebeests, locusts, and harvester ants. And those eat the trees and the grasses. Almost 1 million zebras live in Serengeti National Park. 1 million. That's a lot. Number 3, deserts. The afternoon sun beats down on the sand. All is quiet. The desert sleeps. In the evening, the desert biome comes to life. The temperature drops and animals stir as they awaken. Deserts can be found on all 7 continents. Deserts are very dry. Some receive less than 1 inch of rain per year. This Saharan horned viper stays off of the hot ground by climbing on a plant. It's a snake. The Liwa Desert in Asia is home to some of the most beautiful sand dunes in the world. This is a graph that shows us how much it rains in each biome. So the blue one is the tundra. This bluish green one is grasslands. And this one is the desert. Which one has the most rain? Yep, this one. The grasslands has the most rain. Which one has the least rain? This one right here. The desert. Water savers. How do desert plants live in such a dry place? Well, many are succulents. That means that they store water in their leaves. Cacti are one type of succulents. Desert animals have tricks for keeping cool. Kangaroo rats stay underground during the day. Ground squirrels use their tails for shade. Lizards switch which foot they stand on to get off the hot sand. No water, no problem. Camels live in the desert. They have adapted to their habitat. They can take water out of the plants they eat. Camels can go up to 7 months without stopping to drink. Wow. Those cacti collect and store water every time it rains. Number 2, forests. Green trees cover the land as far as the eye can see. Forest is next on our biome countdown. Forests cover a large part of Earth. There are 3 main types of forests. There are boreal forests, which are found in the cold north. These forests are filled with fir and pine trees. Melting snow supplies the trees with water. Fir trees like this are common in boreal forests. Pine trees cover the forest land at Jasper National Park in Canada. This is a boreal forest. I think that we have some boreal forests here in New York too. A temperate forest is cold in winter and warm in summer. Temperate forests are full of deciduous trees. These trees love their leaves in autumn. lose their leaves in autumn. Silly me. These trees lose their leaves in autumn. Tropical forests are home to rainforests. It is warm and wet there. Those are the forests we're learning about right now. They have many tall trees. These trees do not let in much light. Tropical forests can be dark even during the day. So this is a deciduous forest. The leaves turn orange and red and then fall off in the autumn. And this is a rainforest. Rainforests cover only a small part of the earth, but they are home to about half of all the plant and animal species. It's a lot. And the leaves from these giant trees keep most of the light and heat out of the tropical forest. Number 1, oceans. Earth's number 1 biome is the ocean. Water covers most of our planet. That is why the ocean biome is at the top of our countdown. Oceans can look quiet from above, but they are full of life. Oceans are home to about 2 million species of plants and animals. Some live far below the ocean surface. It is very dark there. Some fish in the deep glow in the dark. Others have lights on their heads to guide their way. This is a tang fish. It can grow up to 20 inches long. Jellyfish use their glow to shock and scare away the other animals. They're very beautiful. Ocean ecosystems. Not all parts of the ocean are home to the same species. Some species live near the surface. Others are found near the ocean floor. Each part of the ocean has its own ecosystem. A coral reef is a kind of ocean ecosystem. Corals are small animals. In groups, they climb on rocks. They stay there until they die. Then, more corals climb on top of them. These groups form colorful coral reefs. Reefs are home to many species. This is a tiny little seahorse that lives in a coral reef. This is the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Australia. It's huge. The reef is about the size of 70 million football fields. That's really big. There are tundras, grasslands, deserts, forests, and oceans. Each biome is home to many different species. These living things have adapted to life there. What is your biome? You live in a biome too. Go outside and look around. Do you live in a desert? Or maybe you live in the grasslands. Could it be a temperate forest? Learn more about the biome you call home. Toucans live in rainforests. This toko toucan is easy to spot by its bright orange beak. These are some words that we heard in our book. We learned about animals that adapt to the place that they live. That means that they developed some features that help them fit in or survive. They learned some tricks to stay alive in the place that they live. Climate is the usual weather in a place. So climate is how hot it is, how cold it is, how much it rains or doesn't rain. We talked about continents, which are the 7 large land masses on Earth. And ecosystems, which are communities of plants and animals. We heard the word grazes. We said that zebras graze in the savannah. That means that they eat grass or other plants. We call that grazing. Mild means not too hot and not too cold. A species is a certain type of plant or animal. And succulents are plants with thick leaves or stems that help them store water. We're going to hear all of these words again. Wow, what a fun book!